I'm up in this bitch, I'm up in this hoe, yeah. Man, I'm high up this dope in the clouds, I'ma go, bitch, don't pass me no roach. I got bags of the smoke when I'm up in this bitch, I'm up in this hoe, yeah. Man, I'm high up this dope in the clouds, I'ma go, bitch, don't pass me no roach. I got bags of the smoke when I'm up in this bitch, I'm up in this hoe, yeah. Man, I'm high up this dope in the clouds, I'ma go, bitch, don't pass me no roach. I got bags of the smoke when I'm up in this bitch.
Boom, ba, boom, ba, beep. Yeah. I'm not just waking up. I don't know what it is. Like whenever I got this chair, I just be wanting to spin, you know? The title might be misleading in this video because they're called Wake and Bakes. But not waking up. But I'm definitely baking up, you know what I'm saying? Got T'Challa. I've already hit it a little bit. You're like, dude, that's not a green bowl. Leave me alone, dude. Okay? Not everything has to be absolutely perfect. It's perfect for me, at least. Cheese, motherfuckers.
I'm up in this hoe, yeah. Man, I'm high up this dope in the clouds, I'ma go, bitch, don't pass me no roach. I got bags of the smoke when I'm up in this bitch, I'm up in this hoe, yeah. Man, I'm high up this dope in the clouds, I'ma go, bitch, don't pass me no roach. I got bags of the smoke, bitch.
Yeah, but so I usually tell a story on these videos, and today's story is gonna be about my very first job. I've had lots of jobs throughout my life, you know. Shouts out to Taco. Wagwan, boy. Why ya doing, boy? I've had lots of jobs in my life. And I feel like this is because none of the jobs are satisfying. They're not fulfilling. They don't, sorry if that's making lots of noise. Just tightening everything. All this shit gets loose because I mess with it so much. But yeah, I don't like work. And it's not like I don't like work. I don't like working on things that I don't like. And most of the jobs I've ever had, most of the things I've ever done in life, or spent a good majority of my time doing, like school, work. Yeah, I don't like doing. So, but something about jobs. I've had so many jobs in my life, and I look at other people and they haven't had very many jobs in their life. It makes me think there's something wrong with me, because like I get real antsy once I'm unhappy at a job. Like I cannot stay at a job I don't like, or I'm not happy at, or like it's feeling like it's sucking my soul out, you know. But that's why I'm trying to do this bullshit. I'm trying to make money off shit I'm already good at, like exercise or weed or talking, because I can talk a motherfucker's ear off. I say and a lot. I've really been trying not to, but it's like once you get in front of a camera and you don't have nobody to talk to and you're talking to yourself, you just repeat yourself a lot because you don't judge yourself. I'm looking at myself right now, but I'm also looking at you. What did you do today? What did you do today? If you didn't understand, I'll put subtitles. What if I just started speaking Japanese, like fluent Japanese? It'd be fucking crazy. But yeah, my first job was not a good one. I mean, it was a job, you know. I wouldn't consider it like a good job. I wouldn't want to do it now. But I was washing dishes for the country club here. Let me just back up. So like, I'm still in high school. Need a fucking job. Just got a car, so that's why I need a job, because I gotta pay for my gas, my insurance, and shit like that. My other two friends, they were like, yeah, we're gonna go apply at this one place. I was like, yo, bet, let me go with y'all. We all go apply. I guess I third wheeled it, really, because I think them two were talking about it before I butted in. So it was really their job anyways, but my mom was talking about how I really needed to get a job, and it just so happens that they were talking about getting a job. because this one other kid was saying he just got a job there, so, and that they were hiring for lots of positions. We go there and we get off of school. Like, we're talking about it at lunch. I think that's the first time we're talking about it. We're talking about it at lunch, and they're like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go over to the country club and apply in like the shop, the golf shop. I was like, that sounds like a pretty chill job, because I grew up golfing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was in golfing lessons, and I was probably like 6 years old. And they took me, and after golf lessons, they had like a golf tournament, and I had to pick a partner. Wow. God, I can't believe I remember all this. Yeah, so golfing was nothing new to me. Like, I knew how to golf. Still know how to golf, I'm pretty sure. It's really not... It's a muscle you gotta practice, but once you know how to golf, I feel like you know how to golf. So I was like sitting there listening, and I was like, yeah, this sounds like a really chill job. This would be really dope, because the guy telling us about it, they were like, yeah, he told me all he really does is like get carts and or golf carts for people, not like marijuana carts. When we're talking about that shit back then. Still probably not to this day. I don't think they would talk about that with me. They were like, yeah, you just get golf carts, you cash people out, sometimes you caddy for people and stuff like that, and it's a really chill job. I was like, yeah, let me tag along. That sounds like a really good gig, you know. So we all go, we like hop in our one of my friends' Jeep, and we all go, and we're just like, we walk in, they're like, hey, hello, how you doing? And I remember looking around like, this place looks a little old, but definitely nice, you know. It was old, but it was nice. There was a whole bunch of wood everywhere, and like weird carpet, and like weird like just old school carpet, old school wood on the walls, and then there would be like old school wallpaper. Like, I hopped out like the 80s or something like that. And they had like a really pretty chandelier. That was like my favorite part of it. They had a really pretty chandelier. So I think we walked through and we're like, yeah, we're just trying to get to the golf shop. And they're like, oh yeah, it's right over there. And we see the guy, and the kid that they were talking about was already working, I think. He gets like the manager or whatever. And we're like, yeah, we wanted to apply. We wanted to see about working here. Goes to the back, brings us out our fucking applications. I'm fucking sitting there filling it out. This is my first job application. So like, I'm texting calling my mom like, hey, do you know my social security number? She's like, wow, yeah. I'm filling out a job application. She's like, oh, okay. Sends me all the information through like text. I fill it out, and we get to like the part where like position applied for. They put pro shop on theirs. And I was like, y'all are just gonna straight up just ask to work in the pro shop? That's pretty brave. What if they don't hire any of us? Like, just because we all wanted to work in the pro shop? Or what if they only hire one of us? So I put anything, because I was like, yeah, I'll do anything. I didn't know like anything about like what they do there or anything. So I just put anything, because I feel like that's a better answer, I guess, if you're looking for a job. Like, a day goes by and then we get a call back. They get a call back first, actually. Don't get me wrong, like during this time, both of them were like kind of privileged people, you know, like 2-parent households, a house. And I mean, like, they don't really have to ask for nothing or like save up for nothing, you know. They just got that shit. Especially like when it comes to like school shopping, like that's how I compared people. Like, people who went school shopping and they got whatever they want. They didn't have like a limit. They just got new clothes when they needed new clothes, to go out to eat whenever they wanted to go out to eat. Had 2 parents in the household. Didn't really have to struggle for much, you know. That's basically like, you could tell kids who struggle and kids who really don't struggle, especially like behavioral wise. So they get a call back first. They both got the job, like working with that other kid in the clubhouse. I was like, oh, that's dope. I'm glad y'all got it, you know what I'm saying? I remember like a little bit after they told me, like, I got a call, and he was like, this is such and such from the country club. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to get hired too. And he's like, yeah, I work as a chef here, and we were wondering if you wanted to wash dishes for us. Wash dishes? And he was like, yeah, it showed that you put anything on your application, so we were just wondering if you wanted to wash dishes. And I was like, okay, you know, I guess. It's my first job. My mom was pretty happy that I got the job too. Well, I mean, it's in the restaurant, you know. The cool thing was there was like unlimited bread. Unlimited bread. There was so much bread. I ate so much bread when I worked there. You could just go grab a roll. That's what everybody would do. They would just go grab a roll or something like that. But I mean, I think at this time I'm like 16. I think I'm 16 at this time. So I played football, went to school, and then now I had a job, you know. So whenever I got out of I would have football in the morning, so I'd have to wake up early. And this is like on the off season, because I didn't work whenever we had like season going on, because there's really no time, because you got to be at school early to go practice, and then you also got to stay late to practice after school and shit like that. So I just only got to go to football early in the mornings, and my nights are free. Basically, like once I get out of school, I've already done my football for the day, and the rest of the time is mine. And we got out at like 4 or something. And so I would go to work at like 4:30. And some nights, fuck, bro. Like average, I would get out at like 11. So I'd get out at like 11 because I'm the last nigga that stays washing dishes and shit. And mind you, like sometimes all the cooks would leave, and there would just be hella dishes that I have to wash. I can only you can only wash dishes so fast too. It's not like there was only one wash bay, so like you can load up like 2 racks. Some of them you could stack on top of each other, so you could put 2 racks into one bay, and then they would rinse. And then sometimes if you did that, it wouldn't wash. Yeah, so sometimes like you could do like knives and forks and spoons and shit like that, and you could like stack those on top of each other and throw them in there, and then they would all wash and stuff like that. But if you try to do like plates, bowls, stuff like that, and then there would just be so much dishes. I still think about it. I washed dishes 2 times in my life. One at the country club, and then one at like an Asian restaurant. Both of them was not my cup of tea, really. I really don't like washing dishes. Yeah, like some nights it'd be stupid busy, like say Mother's Day or Easter. You would think everybody would, like, especially Easter. Easter was like my day of recognition. That's whenever everything, like, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, it started off real slow. You would think everybody would go home and cook for Easter. I kind of figured it was going to be a slow day. Everybody fucking just came in, like, right at lunch. Because I went in for the morning, and I was going to get off at, like, I think I was going to get off kind of early. Because I did go in. No. I went in at like 2 p.m. So I was like, yeah, people already probably had Easter. I did. I went in and it started off slow, and then it just got super busy for the dinner service. And I didn't get out until like 11 or 12, and it was Sunday. So I got out at like 11 or 12. It might have been like 12:30 or 1, because literally nobody was there anymore. There were so many nights where I left and literally nobody was there anymore. And then they would get mad at me for like trying to hurry, like stack stuff on top of each other. They're like, yeah, you left some dirty dishes here. Which I get. Like as an adult, like you should just stay and do the job. But as a kid who was also doing stuff like that, I was like, man, I can't be getting out late like this. And then waking up at fucking 6, 7 o'clock. I just wasn't getting enough sleep. And then also I had a girlfriend at the time, so some nights she wanted me to go over after I finished, so that was like a reason to fucking hurry up and fucking leave so you can spend more time with her. So hectic. I did not like it. There was some slow nights, don't get me wrong, there was some slow nights. And it was usually during the week. Like there'd be a couple beer glasses, people eat on plates and stuff. But some days it'd just be so hectic, and I fucking hated it. And then like, since my buddies got the good job, you know, like I would see them go in and they would talk about how excited they were for work, and then, oh, we're gonna have this tournament and shit like that. I was like, psh, fucking hate work. I wish I had y'all's job. I remember seeing them ride around on a golf cart. They were like throwing trash away. And they were like, hey, they like waved me down. They were like, hey, come here. Can you get us some rolls, dude? I was like, yeah, bet. I can get you some rolls. Got them some rolls and shit. They kind of rubbed their job in my face. Yeah, they put you in the fucking kitchen, dude. I didn't really understand. I mean, I kind of understood because I knew like I'm probably not the face a country club portrays, so it's all good. It's whatever. That's the life we live. Normal people. Those are the people that make me uncomfortable, really. Probably like how I make them uncomfortable. So it's vice versa. It doesn't really bother me at this point. Like if me just being makes them uncomfortable, because usually I'm uncomfortable with what they deem as what you're supposed to be doing. I guess that's where I start questioning shit about that, because if I had to be that person, it would make me super uncomfortable. So it's like I'm uncomfortable that you're being this way, I guess, when you can totally be something else, like something more yourself, not just this like manufactured personality, kind of what everybody wants you to be instead of what you really are, I guess. So that whenever I see people that subscribe to like that makes me uncomfortable. But at the time when I was a child, still trying to find my way, still trying to find who I am, seeking validation all the time, wanting to be liked, made me feel less than. And I thought it stemmed from me being poor and growing up poor. And that's fine. It's not my friend's fault that they grew up more privileged than I did. It's not their fault. They were just finding their way like I was. But that was my first job, fucking washing dishes, which sucked. I guess I should talk about, like, I don't know. I was just sitting here. I was like, what kind of story should I tell? This one just popped up randomly. Hey, tell your first job. Since I've had so many jobs, like I could tell about working at every job, because I remember working at every job and why I hated it and why I left. There's only been maybe one job where I was like, alright, this is manageable. But even then, that one job, like, there's a lot of days where I'm like, this is the last thing I want to be doing with my life. I guess jobs are weird. It's mainly weird because they don't pay us for, like, the labor that we put in. Like, production is way up. If production matched minimum wage, productivity was equal to minimum wage, then we'd all be making like $24 an hour. I think that's why. Because it feels like I'm getting fucked most of the time. Every job I've had, it feels like I'm getting fucked. That's why I quit every job. Not every. I mean, yeah. I've quit every job. I gotten fired from some, but I definitely would have quit from them as well if more time had passed. I think I've only been fired once, too. No. I've been fired twice, and I was like 16 at the time. One was for stealing, and the other one was for stealing. I wasn't even really stealing. I was just in the break room because I didn't want to wait in line and pay for what I was going to eat for my break. And they said that was stealing, so. But, also was stealing from that place. Yeah, at 16, I don't know. That was almost 10 years ago, too. I was just a completely different human. Completely different morals, mindset, everything. Now stealing, and it might have been from all the repercussions of stealing in the first place. But I think what fed into me wanting to steal was that the people that I see that get to enjoy things, it didn't seem like they deserved it. Like, nobody was appreciative of the simple things that they had. Still feel like that. Like, a lot of people are unappreciative of the opportunities that they have, which has led to, like, a lot of the other people struggling. If we're talking, like, billionaires and exploitation of work in the workforce, that's the only way you get to that point, is exploiting other people. But that's like the game that's set up. Like, if you get good at exploiting people, then you can really thrive. I don't know how I ended up in this point, but that's 30 minutes almost. Let me go ahead and end this video. One of many stories about different jobs that I have and how I feel about the workforce, I guess, since I added that. Nobody asked for it. So y'all stay tuned for that shit and have a great rest of your time. Thanks for watching.
I got bags of the smoke when I'm up in this bitch. I'm up in this hoe, yeah. Man, I'm high up this dope in the clouds. I'm a go, bitch, don't pass me no roach. I got bags of the smoke when I'm up in this bitch. I'm up in this hoe, yeah. Man, I'm high up this dope in the clouds. I'm a go, bitch, don't pass me no roach. I got bags of the smoke, bitch.